This match took place on October 13th, 2007 at the Eagles Club in Berwyn, Illinois as part of SHIMMER 15. It features Amazing Kong taking on Sara Del Rey. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the SHIMMER YouTube channel for more classic content from SHIMMER Women Athletes.
The following contest is your main event for SHIMMER Volume 15. Your referee, It is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit and is for the SHIMMER Championship. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing none of your damn business, Amazing Kong. And her opponent, from Martinez, California, weighing 160 pounds, the SHIMMER Champion, the American Angel, Sara Del Rey.
It's main event time here on SHIMMER Women Athletes Volume 15. The American Angel, Sara Del Rey, putting the SHIMMER title on the line against the undefeated Amazing Kong, immediately taking the fight to her and sending her out to the floor. Here comes Del Rey.
Sara's wasting no time, taking to the air, taking Amazing Kong right off her feet on the outside. But Kong looks like she's trying to shake it off. And you can just, I don't know about you, Dave, can you feel the energy in this building tonight? Fans are already on their feet and they're screaming. You can see they are firmly behind the SHIMMER champion, Sara Del Rey.
Sara Del Rey has only been defeated once in singles competition here in SHIMMER Women Athletes. That was the Latina sensation Mercedes Martinez back in the main event of SHIMMER Volume 8. Amazing Kong is undefeated. So the question is, will Sara Del Rey be able to be the woman to put a stop to that undefeated streak here tonight, or will we see Amazing Kong leave Berwyn, Illinois, wearing the SHIMMER Championship? Amazing Kong was sidelined from the SHIMMER roster for the title tournament weekend due to commitments in Japan. You gotta think if she was part of that tournament that she could have very well gone to the finals, maybe won the championship in the tournament.
Both these women are coming in with impeccable records. Looks like Amazing Kong's kind of laughing off Sara Del Rey's chops, but I wouldn't be doing that if I were her. Both women are coming in with impeccable records, and not only that, this is the first time on American soil these two have met face to face. They have quite a storied relationship in Japan, but that was 3 years ago. 3 years is a big difference in the wrestling world. These two women are completely different from what they used to be.
They've grown tremendously as wrestlers in the time since that they crossed paths in Japan. This is the first time that they're doing battle in singles competition here in the United States. We saw a little bit of a preview of this matchup in a tag team setting, both at the FIP Hot Summer Nights Night 2 in a 6-woman tag team matchup, as well back at Ring of Honor's Man Up. As part of the bonus matches on the DVD release, we saw them do a little bit of battle, but here, singles style, and the championship is on the line.
We're seeing something new out of Amazing Kong, where you see a little bit more of a ground attack. She went after Sara Del Rey's leg. You take away Sara's legs, you take away her power, you take away the ability to hit that royal butterfly. Where Sara goes after the arm, you take away Amazing Kong's arm, Hey, no back fist. And having tasted the back fist once or twice in my life, there's no place you want to be.
If you neutralize her arms as well, it might take away the power bomb. Takes away a lot of the arsenal of Amazing Kong if you can take away that arm. And two hands right around the throat of Sara Del Rey, able to just toss her down to the canvas. So much power, so much size and agility in Amazing Kong, one of the most unique competitors in women's wrestling worldwide. And that is why she's held so many championships in Japan and now looking to wear the Shimmer Gold here in the States.
This is the first time at Shimmer, I think, that Amazing Kong is facing a slightly larger opponent. She's been tearing through the smaller members of our roster, even though all of them have given up hell of a fight. But Sara's a little bit closer to Amazing Kong's size. Not quite there, but both women are very power-based wrestlers.
Amazing Kong has just a couple of inches in height on Sara Del Rey, and of course has the weight advantage as well. Both women are very powerful individuals, but yes, this is the largest opponent that Amazing Kong has faced in Shimmer action thus far. Back first into the steel barricade goes Sara Del Rey, and Amazing Kong utilizing that sign on Del Rey, maybe just trying to gain a little bit of a psychological advantage right there. Taking her on a tour ringside. And once again into the steel, back first goes the Shimmer champion.
While all matches here at Shimmer are important, this is probably going to be the most important match that Amazing Kong has had here, because now you've got the title on the line. It really means something extra special.
Undefeated, it's going to take a very talented and gifted wrestler to defeat Amazing Kong inside that ring. Does Sara Del Rey have the tools to do it and walk out of Berwyn still with the gold? She drives Kong into the steel ring steps. She knows that Kong will do whatever it takes to do damage out on the floor with the barricades, and now Del Rey doing whatever she can to make sure that she does damage as well out on the floor before bringing it back inside. Kong with Del Rey into the steel again.
Sara was relentless on the offense, but it still wasn't enough to keep her in control. And it looks like Amazing Kong's going to give it right back to her.
Both of these women can hit so very hard. Oh, into the ring post. Head first went Sara Del Rey. That could take away her balance right there, knock her a little bit loopy. Trying to pull herself up. It's in Sara Del Rey's best interest to get the action back inside the ring and away from these steel barricades and the ring steps. And Kong's back inside herself, just waiting for Del Rey to get back in the ring.
It's not that often you see Sara Del Rey on the outside. She is such a ring and mat-based wrestler. You never really see a brawling style out of her. And this is something new I'm seeing tonight.
The closest we've seen to a brawl out of Sara Del Rey was that Volume 8 match against Mercedes Martinez, which did have a lot of action out on the floor, mainly at the decision of Mercedes Martinez wanting to finally get a victory against Sara Del Rey, and she was able to do just that in that contest. Will Amazing Kong be the second wrestler to defeat Sara Del Rey in singles competition? And will she be able to take the belt here tonight? Sara Del Rey trying to power Kong down to her knees. I said Kong has the height advantage, but Del Rey could have the strength advantage.
Gotta wonder if the entire rest of the roster is watching this match, because if Amazing Kong remains undefeated tonight and she walks out of here with that belt around her waist, what is it gonna mean for the future of the title? I mean, who else on our roster could step up and beat Amazing Kong?
Well, with Sarah Stock as the #1 contender and getting that title shot on Volume 16, it could be Lucha Libre elements out of Sarah Stock trying to battle the size and power of Amazing Kong. Del Rey trying to kick away at the midsection and soften up Amazing Kong. Snapmare brings her down to the canvas. Del Rey off the ropes, back senton, all the body weight crashing down across the chest, but can't keep her down for 3. So what Sara needs to do is keep Amazing Kong down on the mat and takes away her slight height advantage and ability to throw her body weight around.
Sara's wisely getting her legs out of the way. You can see Amazing Kong's trying to fight to pull the legs out from under Sara, but Sara backed him up pretty well and kept him at a safe distance. But fortunately, it's not enough right now, because Kong, what is she doing? She's biting her.
She's a little bit hungry for championship gold, and doing whatever it takes to wear down Sara Del Rey. Amazing Kong, a savage wrestler in that ring. Comes charging in the corner. Del Rey moves out of harm's way. Trying to get another snapmare, but too much size. Kong holding her ground. Now knee strikes with the cravat cinched in by Del Rey. Coming down across the back of Amazing Kong. And a drop kick to the side of the head. Completely takes her off her feet. Del Rey with the cover, but way too close to the ropes. Kong just able to grab hold of the bottom rope.
Looks like Sara trying to keep control without holding the hair. Oh!
Clothesline takes Sara down. Just a little bit of hesitation gave Amazing Kong the opening to club Sara down to the canvas. And now she's got the legs of Del Rey, but she rolls up Kong! Wow, nice counter right there. An impressive show of strength by Del Rey, able to roll her up. Comes charging cross-body, but Kong holds her ground and just dumps Del Rey. Leg drop from Kong, cover! Del Rey bridges up to get her shoulders off the mat.
I know coming into this match tonight, Sara really stepped it up. Training hard every night at the wrestling school, going to the gym every day. She is in top peak condition to face somebody like Amazing Kong, because this is Sara's greatest challenge to date, I would say.
Without a doubt, knee strike from Amazing Kong after delivering the headbutt to Sara Del Rey, and now just standing on the Shimmer Champion. Amazing Kong, at this point, just dominating Sara Del Rey, just standing over her. The Sara Del Rey fans encouraging her. A lot of Kong fans in attendance as well.
You know, you may fear her, you may want to hide from her, but you know what? She's still damn impressive, that Amazing Kong. And there are going to be a few Kong fans out there that want to see her shake things up on the title scene.
Elbow connects for Sara Del Rey, successfully defending the championship at Volume 14 down in Florida. Was able to successfully defend it on a Ring of Honor event, Death Before Dishonor weekend, against Lacey once again after Lacey earned a title shot, the #1 contenders matchup against Daisy Hayes on ROH. So this Sara Del Rey's third title defense since becoming the Shimmer Champion back on June the 2nd. Reversal of the Irish Whip, forearm strike from Sara Del Rey. Kong staying on her feet though, as Del Rey just trying to soften her up. Just trying to work her over. Snapmare brings her down to the canvas. They're going to take away the power of Amazing Kong, take away her energy, and if she can keep her down on the mat tied up in a submission hold, that does take away the energy of Amazing Kong.
You see, Sara's really using her body weight to her advantage here. She's not just putting on a little bit, she's putting on everything she's got. We're looking at probably a solid 180 of muscle on the neck and shoulders of Amazing Kong right now.
Referee checking on Kong's condition, not giving it up. And Del Rey doing as much damage to the shoulder of Kong right there. Again, trying to neutralize the arms, the shoulders. That neutralizes her power-based repertoire and ability to pick up Sara Del Rey with great ease.
See, Amazing Kong was trying to shake off the effects on that left arm, but
That forearm seemed to have no effect. Headbutt from Death Ray, but Kong just with a slap across the face in retaliation, the headbutt having virtually no effect.
can I say that was an amazing slap?
It was an amazing slap. It's amazing Del Rey's on her feet at this point, moves out of harm's way. Waistlock, trying to get a German suplex possibly on Amazing Kong, but so much size. It's going to take a lot of power out of Del Rey to get a maneuver like that on Amazing Kong, just clubbing away at the ears of Del Rey, who ducks out of harm's way, rolls her up. Only two, though.
See, Sara's trying to put weight on the shoulders, but Sara needs to stay in control of this, otherwise she's going to find herself in a hell of a situation.
Couple of hip attacks right to the side of the head of Amazing Kong, trying to keep Kong dazed. Running boot off the ropes to follow up, has Kong on her back. And down on the mat is where Del Rey needs to keep her.
Fans are still very firmly behind Sara Del Rey, and you know what? She may need that motivation to keep her going. You can see she is a bit worn down, she's a bit tired, but hey!
Moonsault off the second rope, but Kong gets her shoulder up. Sara Del Rey taking flight, able to take Amazing Kong off her feet with that moonsault press. Oh, going for the Royal Butterfly. Can she get Amazing Kong up for the Royal Butterfly, though? That's a lot of size. Just backdropping Sara Del Rey before she can even attempt to get Kong up.
I can't see how Sara can possibly get her arms around Kong. Ooh!
Just driving her head first into the canvas right there. But Del Rey kicks out. She knows it's all on the line. Both of these women absorbing some very devastating maneuvers during the course of this matchup thus far. Del Rey dropped right on her head, and she better watch out. Kong going for the amazing press. Del Rey moves out of the way.
You can see Kong's winded, but Sara needs to get up on her.
Waistlock once again, going for that German suplex, but too much size. Kong makes it to the ropes. Del Rey clubbing across the back of Amazing Kong. Off the ropes she comes. Clothesline, they collide, but neither woman going down.
Sara's showing some aggression, yelling at her.
They collide once again, but can't take her down. Kicking away at the legs, and now the midsection. Back fists!
Oh! How is Sara Del Rey still on her feet after being clobbered with such a back fist?
Big boot from Del Rey. Catches the second boot attempt. Another back fist, and this one takes her off her feet, but she's back up. Waistlock! German suplex! What a display of power by Del Rey, but that took so much out of her. She can't follow up, and a double count is now administered by referee Bryce Remsburg on both wrestlers.
Sara needs to get up. Bryce is counting.
Up to a count of 7, Kong to her feet. That took a lot out of Amazing Kong, but Sara couldn't follow up with a cover. She's back up herself. Boot to the midsection. Going for the Royal Butterfly again. Kong counters out of it. Clothesline takes down Death Ray.
Dave, I'm still in shock she hit that German. I can't believe she got onto her feet after 2 back fists, let alone getting herself that German suplex on Kong.
Oh, kick to the side of the head. And a second. Now going for the whoa! She's got her up! Unbelievable!
That Royal Butterfly has taken every piece, every ounce of Sara's strength. She's got to get up. She's got to try and make a cover. She's going for it.
The cover by the back fist from Amazing Kong. And that resets the referee's count. It took so much out of Del Rey just to deliver that maneuver, and Amazing Kong able to prevent herself from being covered after absorbing the maneuver, but she's struggling to get up herself. Up to a count of 7. 8. Who's going to be able to get to their feet first? 9. Del Rey's up. Sara Del Rey is your winner. Amazing Kong couldn't answer the referee's count of 10. And Del Rey was back to her feet first. And Kong's back to her feet, but too little, too late. She was down for the referee's 10 count, and the bell has rung. Sara Del Rey retains the Shimmer Championship, and Kong, it looks like she's taken off guard by the whole thing.
Sara Del Rey, yeah, you won technically, but did you pin me? No. Did I submit? No. I may have underestimated you, yes, but guess what? I'll never do it again, because I'm coming back, baby. And that belt, that strap, that championship title, Shimmer, you got around your waist? Well, guess what? I'm gonna let it out. It's gonna be around mine, baby. I'll see you real soon.